So today we are looking at set 402 or 911, a universal building set from 1976. 402 and 911, they're basically the same set. I did find a difference in the set inventory, but it's just minor. But yeah, so what I've done is I over the years apparently I acquired 3 incomplete copies of set 402. So I finally went and completed it. Needed just a few parts, the string. There were a couple other things. I think some of the blue bricks I still needed, and some wheels. Anyway, nothing super rare. So I finished set 402, and then I decided to do set 911, which is also set 402. So I it wasn't very hard. I did go through and complete the second copy. So what we have here today is 2 of the bigger builds from the instruction manual. The instruction manual comes with the instructions to build 4 things that you can build without building the others. It's like a 4-in-1 set. So the tire factory was my thing that I always wanted to build. Looking at this, so I finally built it after looking at this catalog. The 1976 catalog, or whenever this set first came out, well, it would have been 76. And I finally built this. It took me 48 years. uh, and so since I had 2 sets, I said, well, I'll build the biggest of the alternate models, which is this car carrier boat with a port crane. Both of these sets are very dangerous, I will say. And both of these models come with a ton of extra parts. When you get it. In fact, the Tire Factory is the only model that uses the base plate. Almost all. Let's see. What is another thing? There's parts that are never even used in any of the builds, which I thought was odd. They are shown in alternate builds on the box and in the back of the instruction manual, but they don't give you the instructions for those. They're just ideas. But there's like the little gray propellers for the airplane. There's an airplane in there, but there's not an instructions to build the airplane. So none of the instruction builds have those propellers. And there's probably a couple other parts. But even though I got all of these extra parts, I can already tell by looking at the instruction manual that I'm not going to be able to build everything that's there. Like, I've built these. In order to build the helicopter, you have to have the train rails, and there are no extra train rails. And then to build the crane and the dump truck, you need the hinges or the wheels. Yeah, and the wheels are used. Actually, you know what? I might be able to. Oh, the minifigures. So I need to get extra minifigures. So, yeah. The Tire Factory. Again, this was my favorite build from this set. But man, blue and red are contrasting colors, and that really messes with your brain. It is a rather flimsy build. The crane area or the little guy on. Man, these are such dangerous sets. The crane is so flimsy it can topple over. Then that guy just sitting on the edge of the truck. There's so much wrong with this set. These giant tires are going to roll around and crush that guy. The crane's going to topple over and crush the guy that's on the loading dock. Yeah. I don't know who's driving this truck. How are they going to fit in there, in the cab of the truck? So it's an interesting little build. Then the other build that I did, the boat, has a port crane. It's got a similar kind of style to the port crane that Joey showed on Brick Trains with his crane with the train set. It's got 2 little yellow cars, and it shows you how to build one of them. And then the other one, you look at it, oh, it's identical, but you don't have the pieces to build it. But if you look at the picture, you can see where they used different pieces. So as far as like geometrically, and it's exactly the same. Each car is exactly the same, but they use different pieces to build that build. Does that make sense? Yeah, this is oh gosh, this sad looking boat. Yeah, so I got all these, yeah, so many extra parts, but yet I don't think enough to build the other models. Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, I'm looking at the helicopter. Oh, wait a minute. I was wrong. The helicopter does have the little propeller blade, but it only uses one of them. There are two in the set. But yeah, there's still parts that aren't used in these builds. I think there's an yeah. Anyway, I do want to try to build these other two models, but I know it's going to take me a little time to get the to look for those parts. I mean, I did when I was getting the parts that were missing to complete these two sets. I did sort while I was looking, so it's actually getting easier to find stuff. So I'm going to keep doing this as I try to build some vintage things to show you and keep sorting the collection. I think it's over time it's going to get easier. All right, so that's the Universal Building Set 402 or 911. Might go. I might show it again if I build these other two builds from the instruction manuals. So don't get mad at me. Why would you get mad at me if I do that? Anyway, I'm wearing a Wachovia shirt. This is I'm wearing it because it's a blue shirt, and these sets feature the color blue. And I think I've already told the Wachovia story many times, but just say this is the shirt I was wearing when I fired Nations Bank as my bank. I'll see you.